It says I'm live, and as always, I'm never sure. So I always have to check my phone, and then it goes live and says I've been live forever. Here I am. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Good morning to a glorious Thursday here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Near Vancouver is where I'm located. Hello, whoever is joining me. Please say hi. I'm Sherri-Lee, the founder of the Facebook Business Builders Club, and I am on this binge, this series of Facebook Lives that I decided to do. And this is day 4 of 20 in 26 days. Although I think I've just changed my mind and there's going to be a change up to it. So you never know what's going to happen, and it's always fun and exciting to see what's going on. So this week we've had a great week. And for those of you who are joining me, please say hi. Let me know where in the world you are located and what's the weather like where you are today. We have got a gorgeous day here today, and apparently it's going to go up to like 15 degrees over the weekend. So I'm so excited and hopeful that I get to go bike riding because I love bike riding. So tell me, what is the weather like where you're located, and what do you like to do when the weather gets nice? What kind of activities do you like to spend time doing? My son and I took up bike riding last year, and boy, we really missed it over the winter. We're looking so forward to it, to being able to go for a ride on our bikes and enjoy the beautiful weather. I also really love swimming. Does anybody else love swimming? Now, you may be wondering why we're chatting about these things today. Well, as I say in the post, the more you know about your dream prospects and clients, the easier your marketing will get. But you will also find that your sales, your results in your business will be more consistent because you know your dream prospects and dream clients really well. Now, a lot of us have gone through a lot of processes to help us niche down, right? Who's heard that expression before? And if you're like me, when my very first coach suggested I do that, I really resisted because in my mind, I thought if I got really narrow and small in who my dream clients were, that I would be limiting who I could sell to. Ever felt that way? And so I resisted for a long time, and boy, I was mistaken. Hello again to whoever is new has just joined us. Please say hi. Let me know where you're located and what the weather's like where you are. What kind of activities do you like to do when the weather is nice in your location? Um, so I resisted really getting clear because, okay, back in the day when this was going on, I had a previous very small business that I started that was really kind of a passion project and really didn't have any hope of growing to any sustainable size. But it was a lot of fun, and it really came about because of my kids. So it was geared for children. And when my first coach, she wasn't my coach yet, we had a strategy session, and she asked me who this product I was creating was for. And I said, well, anybody who has kids in their lives. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, sisters, cousins, anybody who knows kids should buy this and give it to kids as a gift. And I thought that made a lot of sense because anybody who had kids needed this product because kids loved this product. Does that resonate? And then I remember years later being at a networking event in near where I am. There was about 45 women in the room. All of them were, most of them were over 30, a few under 30. And I met this lovely woman there who made her own organic skincare product line. And she was just getting started. And she said to me, I have a hard time selling it. And I said, well, who is your product for? And she said, well, anyone with skin. And I mean, yeah, it's obvious. She's selling skincare, so anyone with skin could use it. But as I stood in this room of women over 30, I looked at her and said, I can't think of anybody to introduce you to. Now, through digging in my conversation with her, I discovered her products were really for people, women over 40 who wanted to work on these crow feet and the lines and the little creases that come up as we age. And had she said that to me at the beginning, I could have walked her around that room and introduced her to at least half a dozen people in that room who would have been perfect for her products. But she didn't give me that information, and she didn't think that was important information to tell me. So it was so vague. Everyone has skin. Everyone knows kids or knows people with kids. It was so vague that I was unable to be helpful. I was unable to speak to my prospects. Now, even in this business early on, and I've been in this business now for 11 years, and even early on, when somebody would say to me, who needs your services? And I was offering, Facebook marketing and Facebook ad services. And I said, any small business owner who wants more traffic to their store, to their website, who wants to sell more products, who, wants to get people on webinars, any entrepreneur, any small business owner, I can help any of them. And I thought that made sense, that I would just, of course, embrace anyone because I could help anyone. Have you ever felt this way? And maybe you guys are commenting and I'm not seeing it. Let me just check, because I would love for you guys to be interactive with me. When I'm just sitting here talking to myself, I might as well be talking to my teenage son, right? So let me know, is this making sense to you? Like, have you ever felt this way before? Have you ever felt like, well, of course, and I think as entrepreneurs, we tend to feel that way when we're feeling a little stressy about what's happening that month or that year. So when we're not getting the results that we want, when we are not making the sales that we want, we tend to open up the doors and go, well, I can work with anybody then, because we're in a panic. We're in that lack place. We're in a panic about money. So we open up the doors and go, well, anybody can buy this. And that doesn't serve us. That really makes our marketing less effective, and it makes it harder for our real prospects, our dream prospects, to connect with us and to know that we can help them at the level that they need. So a lot of us do this early on in our businesses. And I think it comes from, just like, oh, well, I need to make money in my business, and I need to support my family, and I need to pay the rent, and I need to buy the groceries and all the things, right? And I've been there. I get it. And so it feels like it's the right thing to do to, of course, not say no to anybody, say yes to everybody. You want to sell lots of things at a little amount of money. But if you are too vague, it's like saying, I can't think of anybody who has skin. So the more we know about our prospects, the more helpful we can be to them, which means that our results and the information that we share will be specific to them, which means they will be more inspired by it. So in those early years in this business, when I refused to have real good clarity on who I love to work with, and I have to say this is an ever evolving thing. This is always something I think that is changing and growing if you are always changing and growing in your business. So I would then, I would create posts on Facebook and they didn't resonate with anybody. I would create lead magnets and they didn't resonate with anybody. And I would create webinars or, programs or even talking to people about my services. It was all so vague that it didn't inspire anyone. And really, the way we get anybody to say yes to what we're inviting them into is by inspiring them to action, by exciting them with the results that we've achieved with people that they can relate to. So if you're talking to somebody in the cosmetics industry and you give them an example of a success you've had in the plumbing industry, well, that's exciting. Great. I'm glad you got great results for that person. But can it be applied to me? Is it relatable? Can you transfer it over to me? See what I'm saying? This is so, so, so important that we get really clear. So when I would create my lead magnets, they would just kind of fall flat. They would, get a few people to claim them, but they were so generic that they didn't inspire anyone to reach out to me. They didn't inspire anyone to want to work with me or book a strategy session with me. And they certainly didn't inspire enough people to say yes or to buy from me. And it was just all very bland and generic and unspecific. And then I learned and created a interview technique that is different than anything else I've seen out there, that allowed me to take 15 minutes and get on a call with somebody and ask them some questions from my market research. And those questions, when asked in a specific way, get you the information that you need to know so that you can speak in a way that inspires your dream prospects and excites your dream prospects to take action. So it allows you to know what words they're using to talk about the problems that they're having so that you can then replicate that in your posts, in your videos, in your webinars, in your lead magnets, in your course offerings. It allows you to really connect with your prospect. It allows you to know why they want what they want, because that's so important. It's easy to say, well, I want to lose weight because I want to lose weight. But really, everybody who says that has got a deeper reason for it. They want to wear a bikini again. They want to wear a certain dress at their daughter's wedding. They want to wear a certain wedding dress. They want to get out there and start dating again. There's a deeper reason to why they want to lose weight than just losing weight. And if we stay at that top level reason, that only takes us so far and doesn't allow us as the creator of the program or the coach or the service provider to keep them inspired. Now, motivation and inspiration and moving forward, that is an inside game that is on each individual person to do that. But if we take on the role as their coach, as their guide in this process, then we need to be able to bring them back to why they want the thing that they want when they start hitting bumps in the road. So it's not just, okay, well, I had a really bad day and I'm going to drink beer and eat chips tonight and I don't care about my diet anymore. And in the moment, that seems like the right decision. And as the coach, you can say to them, but hey, wait a minute, remember you wanted to wear that dress. And then you help them stay connected to their deeper why. So this interview process is really short, really quick. 15, 20 minutes is all it really should take. And in this period of time, you get such an amazing amount of marketing research information. You find out things about these people like their, their demographic information and, their age and where they're located and their gender, of course, and, some basic interests. You also find out, though, where they hang out on Facebook. So if they really are your dream prospect, you may learn about some new groups that you didn't know about before where more of your prospects hang out. You learn about what events they used to go to. They will be going to again, hopefully. You will learn where they hang out, and it may turn out that that's a great place to look into doing some sponsorship or getting a speaking opportunity or booking a table and having a booth at that space, because that's where a lot of your dream clients hang out. Is that making sense to you guys? You will also learn why they want to do the thing that they want to do and the deeper story underneath. So what are some of these questions? Well, of course, where do you hang out on Facebook? What events do you like to go to? One I really like to ask is, if you forgot my name, what would you search for on Google to find me? Now, this will tell you what they think of when they think of your industry, which may give you some really good information about some keywords to use for yourself in your posts, in your content on your website, in your products. So that one's huge. Another question I like to ask that's really important is, of course, what will it mean to you when you achieve your goal? What will it mean to you and your family when you achieve that goal? And that's where the real gems are. I'm giving you guys the best one here. So when they say, well, I'll be able to pay the bills easier, I'll be able to move to a nicer house, I'll be able to pay off the car, or my husband will be able to retire, or whatever it is, that's that first layer. You've got to peel. You've got to be the leader and peel and dig deeper. Okay, and when you retire your husband, when you upgrade to a bigger house, what is that going to mean to you? How is that going to feel? And there's another layer that comes off. So you are the Jacques Cousteau of your business. You are the explorer of your business. And it's your job to make sure you know your dream prospects and your dream clients almost better than they do. And when you do that, you will see that your sales will become more consistent. They will become more regular. You will see that your business will grow. You will start attracting more of your dream prospects to you. And here's the nice thing. You will also attract people to you that aren't your dream prospects, that see the results you're getting for your dream prospects, that see how lit up you are about your business and how excited you are about your business and how excited your prospects feel about working with you or doing your program. And so people who are not your dream prospects could come to you and you could vet them, you could qualify them and still be able to work with them. They don't have to be your dream prospects to work with them. The thing is, you need to know your dream prospects and market really specifically to them. And then you can pick and choose, because there will be people within your dream prospects that you're going to say, you know what, it's not right for us to work together yet. Here's a free resource for you to get started, and then we'll go from there. And then there will be people who are not identified as your dream prospects, who maybe have things in the right place, have the right pieces in place, have the right motivation, that you're excited to work with and they're excited to work with you. And you can just say, yes, I'll work with you. But that's not the same as that shotgun approach. All right? So knowing your dream prospects are super, super important. And I've given you a few questions that you could start asking. Now, you could go and post these questions on your Facebook page or on your profile or in your group, and you will get some results. You will get some information, and you may get, start getting people to raise their hands and say, hey, and you can get them on your radar. You're aware of them now. You may want to get into a deeper conversation. But this process really works best when you get on a phone or on Zoom with somebody so that you can hear their voice. Because when they get to the real reason, the real thing that they want to achieve and the real reason why they want to achieve it, you will hear their voice change because they have gotten to their heart. And that's where the super sauce is. That's where you get the information that you need. So go off and ask some of those questions. If you would like to discuss how you can use this information to have a better result and to get to know your dream prospects better, if you'd like to learn more about this process, I do teach it to my students in my Facebook Profit Formula program, and of course the students in the Facebook Business Builders Club program. So if you're interested in learning more about either of those to get the process that I'm talking about, just type the words "me" in the comments and I will reach out to you and we will have a quick little conversation to see if it's right for you. Okay, now I'm going to be back tomorrow again, and I'm going to start talking about how we're going to pull all this information from this week together, and it's going to guide your content creation moving forward. Okay, so thank you for being here. I'm grateful that you spent this time with me. I will see you tomorrow, and have an awesome day, whatever you do. Bye, everyone.